Hey there! Press the bell icon to learn ethical hacking and penetration testing. We are back again with another video from OECP Prep series. I am going to solve one of the machines from Hack the Box platform. The machine name is Kronos. Before starting the video, I want to explain you what is crontab. Cron means time. It was extracted from the Greek words. Here, crontab is the system process that will automatically perform tasks as per the specific schedule given by the root in the operating system. So, as the machine title says, there must a link of crontab to root this machine. Without any discussion, let me start the video.
Well, I'm no one's fool.
I have deployed the machine. Here we can see Kronos, and I did connect it to the VPN servers of the Hack the Box here. So right now we will start our penetration testing methodology. First we will do nmap, then we will see what the services and what ports are open there, what services are running on the open ports. Then we will continue with the following process according to that open ports and services running on the machine. So cd Kronos, and then I completed nmap scanning because to save time during the video recording. It was some clumsy to make scanning to nmap, right? So I did earlier nmap scanning. So the services running here was 22 port is running, and 53 domain, 80 port running. So 53 domain, interesting. Here in the last video I have explained you that about the DNS hijacking and DNS cache poisoning, and also how the attacker will manipulate the user, and he will get hack into the victim's machine by the vulnerability of, I mean, by the exploitation of DNS cache poisoning. So here the same in this machine also we have to exploit a domain, because the domain port is open, which is quite likely helpful us to make root in this machine. So first we will see the 22 port. Is there any vulnerability? According to me there is no vulnerability. It is quite updated version, but I think there will be only one vulnerability here. The vulnerability is user enumeration. Now we will enumerate this version. So we will see by the help of search is there any exploitable versions, is there any exploit, I mean, is there any likely vulnerable to this version or not? Okay, yeah, if you see here there is a vulnerability, I mean there is a chance to exploit this version, right? If you see here, remote denial of service and a remote dynamic update message denial of service, here our aim to get reversal from the machine and get root into the machine. So let me search in the Google. Let me see whether the Google gives what type of result for this vulnerability. ISC bind 9.4.2 exploit, and there is multi-remote exploit here. If we see here, the version between this 9.4.1 to 9.4.2, it can be likely vulnerable. Here the version running is 9.10.3, so this version will not use to our exploit. So okay, as we can add this IP address into our host list and add the domain name there. Then we will see what the web page, actually first we will see what the web page is hosting there. We will see there, and then after we will add the IP address to the host list. Then we will see what will be the following process to make this machine root. So here if we see the default page, Apache to Ubuntu default page is hosting here in the IP address of the machine. Then so to gain access to the real website page, we need to add this IP address to the DNS host list. DNS service, if we enter any IP address there in the DNS source list, and if we add any DNS domain name, then if we enter the domain name in the search bar, it will redirect to the IP address. So the location of the list is DNS host list is okay. So I have to add here. First I want to note the IP address is 10.13. then I want to add here, and the machine name is Chronos, right? Chronos.htb. Save it. Then after adding host name into the DNS, the first process we have to check for the zone transfer of DNS. Zone transfer means it is a process to know is there any other website running on the same domain. So to want to know the zone transfer, this command is used host l and chronos.htb, the domain name and the IP address of the machine. If we check here, admin console page is also hosting on the same domain. So we have to add this this domain name into the host list. Then we can access to the admin console. Give space and then add it, save the file and then close it. So as we have added two domain names into the IP address in the host list of domain, in the domain host list, so we will go for the same domain name which we have just entered into the DNS list. See, there is a login console here, login page. So here there is actually no clue what will be the username or what will be the password, and I did directory brute forcing also. Here there is no use, no hidden directories are there. At last the only chance I have to do is SQL injection, as we can do with SQL map, but in OSCP the automated tools are not allowed it. So SQL map is not allowed in the OSCP. As this video is for OSCP preparation, now we are going to manually inject the SQL injection payload and we are going to bypass this login console. So we have to search for the SQL cheat sheet first. Cheat sheet. Then when the cheat sheet open, here there will be some payloads. We have to check for each payload, is there any bypass or it was filtering, it was sanitizing properly or not. So first we will check for this. See, and there is no need to enter password after entering the username, because directly the command will ignore from here. Directly it will log in into the admin. This payload works like that, so this payload is not working here. We will try for second payload. See, here we got login access and we are into the welcome.php directory. Right now we are going to check here for remote code execution, because here in this type of scenarios, when there is a box input field and the user have to give input, there is two chances that we can do command injection. Here the first to bypass the command is, first we will check for who am I. So it was not giving me replay from the server side. So first of all, if we execute the IP address, then also there is nothing, it was not giving any result. To bypass this, we can add the symbol, some null strings here, this we can add this. So if we type who am I, then it will give that I am www-data. So here there is a chance to get bypass, and we can there is a chance for remote code execution and we can gain reversal from here. So I'm going to use one reversal here. Reversal payload will be available in the internet. We have to just search for the internet in the Google everything is available, everything. So right now I'm going to use this temp payload here, this payload which I can likely get reversal from this. So first I need to edit as my change my IP address here. First I will change my IP address here from 10.10.10.14.9, and I'm going to open a netcat shell here, netcat receiver, a listener. I'm listening here, the attacker machine is listening and the target machine will send a reverse connection to the attacker machine. This is what the reversal working procedure. So LVP, and the IP and the port is 4242. So here I have started the netcat listening and then I'm going to execute. If you see here, I got reversal. So boom, we got reversal from the target machine. Right now I'm going to enter a small Python script that script is used to gain reversal from the bash. It will give CMD interface from the bash. Python C import pty dot spawn bin bash. Okay, I got from the bash I got reverse connection from the bash here. So if we see here, who I am means we are not the root. We have to do here a post exploitation. Post exploitation is mandatory, right? cd means change directory. Okay, right now we are in the slash, so we try to enter into the root. There is no access to us to enter into the root. So here we need to do post exploitation as I told. So to do post exploitation as I told, there might be any cron job is running here, because as the title name is Chronos, first we will go and check for the cron tab as I did Linux enum for this machine, and I got there is a cron tab running. So I'm directly going to cron tab in the video, because as I told and explained how to use Linux enum, how to exploit it, and how to know what services are running in the target machine. So right now I'm going for the direct cron tab. So I will check etc cron tab. See here in the last there is a file which runs cron tab. I run automatically, it will trigger when the time comes. This was scheduled by the root in the machine. So right now we are targeting this file. Okay, here we have to upload the shell, we have to upload the reverse shell into the target machine, so that we can copy that code and we can replace the code which is present in this folder with our reverse shell. So instead of running code in this directory, our reverse shell code will be triggered and we get reverse shell from target machine. I am going to use PHP shell here, PHP rev. In this directory there is my payload shell.txt to shell.php. So if we see here shell.php, I have used port number 4444. So I'm going to listen on the port LVP on 4444. So okay, now I'm going to upload this machine into my target machine, and I will change the code in the file of this artisan to my PHP RV reversal code. So right now I'm going to start here Python server, simple Python server. on the port of 45. Okay, now we will get into the temp, and we will get duplicate. We will use duplicate command to download that file from the target machine, from the attacker machine to the target machine. 10.10.10.15, then port used is 45. 14.9, port used is 45, and the file name is shell.php. See, we got a PHP shell here, and we are going to replace our code with this into this. So we will copy shell.php to this. Yeah, it was copied, and here if we see, we will get reversal from the target machine to the attacker machine. The cron tab has been executed. So if we enter id, we got access from the root. We got a shell as in a root shell, so we can enter into the root. Yeah, we are in the root, and we can ls the file cat root.txt. see, we got root shell here. So this is the way how we have to exploit by using the vulnerability of cron tabs in the local privilege escalation. So I think you may understand the video completely. If you have any doubt, please comment below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to learn penetration testing and ethical hacking. Follow us on social community. Thank you.